Estan Ready Bros Podcast.
Y tres.
Estan ready, bros, or what?
Estamos listos.
Estan ready, bros?
Órale.
You guys ready, bro? What?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let me get my chaser, bro. I'm a pussy, dude.
This guy gives a big old 24-can chasers. It's like, Leo, bro. What is this, the 4th of July again, or what?
No, Tuesday I was feeling it, bro.
You're going to get me all cuete, bro.
Tuesday I was feeling it, bro, but now I think I'm ready, bro. All right?
You think you're ready.
Cuetazo, homie.
Salud.
Estan ready's on one. Let's go.
God, it's like gas, bro.
Damn. Smell it, bro.
92 octane right here, bro.
That's that that cures COVID right there, bro.
It's going to cure the monkeypox, bro. Got patient 0 over there.
Oh, you killed the whole thing, bro?
Yeah, I had to, bro.
Oh,
We're on
bro,
film, bro.
I feel
Aquí, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
So, le den gas. Oh, my God.
Right
Woo! Welcome. Last week, we had a week off.
Yep.
Schedules, everything, but we've been going strong, so we're here. Ready to go right here with Leo,
right.
El Maestro, Rizzo,
El niño santo de...
the engineer of TikTok, El Santo Ingeniero de TikTok, Rodrigo Torres taking up space like always.
And our special guest, Arnold Barboza
Jr.
And Arnold barboza senior.
And
Senior.
And there is no Arnold Barboza Jr. without Arnold Barboza Sr.
That's right.
Send out the magic seed to the universe. I'm sure this is where the love for throwing chingazos came from.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because it looks like you used to serve them up back in the day, bro.
A little bit.
I can see the fists of fury right here, bro. But then we're the son over here taking on the professional level with the belt.
I gotta get paid, and I'd rather get paid. He did it for free. I
Wait. Oh, so you didn't go like amateur?
Kickboxing.
Oh, kickboxing.
That's the
Damn,
reason I
dude.
got into kickboxing.
No way.
I mean, I was beating up fools in the street for free, and I thought I was gonna
For
get
free.
paid, but actually, you don't get paid shit in kickboxing.
But so
$200, $300 the most you're gonna make.
Oh shit.
In a fight or a competition, all that.
Yeah, in a competition.
Do you need to win? Because I'll go. Dude. If I lose and I get paid, I'll
You
go.
can come back with no teeth, bro.
Hey, you fight for $300 and then you take off a week of work, so you end up losing more than what you make.
Yeah, you can't show up to fucking work with a fucking
No teeth.
with no teeth at the dentist. Like, what the fuck, dude?
What happened to you?
At least doing comedy, you come back with teeth.
So you're in
shit.
UFC, but even growing up, did you get a lot of fights, street fights or no?
Oh yeah, growing up in the streets, gang members, stuff like that. So you get into a lot of fights. And the good thing before, it was a lot of fist fights.
Oh,
it
man.
wasn't the majority with guns and
No,
all that
none of this
shit.
bullshit, right?
So you
All
used to
fucking going at it.
toe to toe or whatever, So I was pretty good at street fighting. So I said, might as well get into something that
Damn.
I love doing, throwing blows.
Oh yeah. Throw putazos.
But
dude.
even when you were like a little kid, did you have like that? Like, what got you fucking want to fuck someone up? Is it just anger or what?
It's full set anger.
It wasn't anger. It's just back then survival.
Survival
you know what I
then.
mean? Yeah, because
Órale.
the majority of the times you grew up in areas where it's rough. You know what I mean? So you got to defend yourself.
Yeah, defend yourself.
You got to, and that's how you learn how to fight.
It's crazy. So, like, when you got into kickboxing, did you get into kickboxing before you started fighting, or did you already?
That's what he did on the pro level.
Were you throwing kicks too, like in fights? Because, like, I'm pretty sure if I was like fighting someone in the street, and a kick would surprise me, bro.
You know what? That was my strength because I played soccer for a lot of years. So my strength was my legs. So
Yeah.
every time I used to get on a street fight, I used to actually put guys down with my feet.
A little patada in there, huh?
Yeah.
Look at his calves, bro. It's fucking,
Yeah, put my
Damn.
big old patadas.
And when you gave him a big ass patada, that horse kick, were you hitting in the head, the chest, the legs? Because I didn't even know that. Like, I seen that McGregor fight when he was getting kicked on the side of the leg, and supposedly that's like really messes you up. You can't even walk anymore.
Oh,
after that.
that's painful.
Hey, but
So-
he broke his leg, no? The last fight?
Yeah, bro.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up with that? Like, where would you kick people to knock them out on their body?
Oh, definitely on the ribs, on the
Oh,
legs.
fuck.
Damn.
Oh, that,
Kick to the
especially the
ribs?
ribs.
Because you
I
can't
mean,
breathe after that, right?
You
And
kick
then-
them on the ribs. I mean, that's the best kick you.
Oh, man.
God,
groin,
yeah,
groin is
groin.
the number one.
So
kick,
if you're going to
but
get a fight, fucking hit
even
him
if
right in
you
the
kick
ribs.
somebody on the groin or the ribs, I mean, that's.
I heard this one thing too. If you kick somebody in the asshole, that's really deadly. Is that true?
What
I don't know
the
about
fuck, dude?
that.
Who told you these stories?
Some dude. Back in the day.
Fucker might like
No,
it.
back in the day, it was like an MMA dude. I'm like, dude, what's like the deadliest kick to put some? Just kick him in the asshole, bro.
Fuck.
I'm like, damn.
The power button, bro.
Turn around, damn.
Hey, dude, turn around. Let me kick you right in the ass.
Oh, that's funny, dude. I didn't even know you had to do that. Dude. That thing was-
Man,
Oh
that's
shit,
crazy.
man. Damn, dude.
And you weren't afraid to get beat up in the ring? Because, I mean, no matter what, there's always someone bigger, someone stronger, they say. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But have you ever, like, were you afraid to get beat up or knocked down? Or you just, like, balls out and said, fuck
Dude,
it?
everybody, I don't give a fuck who it is. Everybody's afraid until the bell rings. Then you get into that moment.
The rhythm and
Then
everything?
everything goes away.
Okay.
But everybody has the
Fear factor?
in the
Okay.
beginning. But once the bell rings, it's totally different. Everything changes.
Okay.
Dude, I remember.
The adrenaline is flowing, so you don't.
I remember when I was a kid, because I used to fight on the same cards as him, because I was they were like smoker fights, you know, so I was too young to fight like legit, you know, USA boxing.
Quick question. What's a smoker fight? Is it like underground?
Yeah, underground,
Okay.
not non-sanctioned, you know.
No way.
Fights, yeah. So I used to.
Oh, shoot.
So I
Damn.
used to fight those because I started at 5.5, so you have to be 8 years old to start fighting for USA boxing.
Damn.
So I remember I used to fight those.
Is it a fake ID, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. It's like, you know,
La
like you're
Nica.
17, but you got like a 21, you know. But I remember one time he fought some dude, man. He was like a bodybuilder, bro. He was freaking huge.
Planet Fitness.
And man, he was like jumping in the ring, and then when you see this guy walk out, he's just like, oh shit, man. Like you can see his face change. Like, damn, this was fucking big. But then I think he ended up dropping him with like a kick
Well,
to
when
like, the
that,
side
when
or
that guy
something.
was warming up, he was like he said, he was like a bodybuilder. You could see he's warming up and throwing kicks. And I said, fuck, what am I getting myself into? With this?
Dude, I went to the restaurant and locked myself in there for like a good like round. You know, like damn,
Yeah.
my dad's gonna get killed right now. It's like,
¿Y lo
fuck.
que pasó?
Yeah, he-
Put him to sleep.
Put him to
bro.
sleep.
Put him to sleep?
Yeah.
Dude.
With a kick?
In the asshole.
You don't need NyQuil, bro. You need these
You know,
knees.
the asshole, get him sick in the asshole, bro.
Some melatonin kicks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Duérmete, perro.
That's funny, man. But that, I mean, you really have to have like balls to fucking want to fight, though, no?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like the only times I ever got in a fight, I was like kind of like buzzed or drunk. Like I wouldn't do it sober.
Just like Taco Bell, huh?
I only got into one fight in my life.
I would, because I've seen people get knocked out and then like hit something and get really knocked out.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? We're not even gonna be a witness. We're gonna leave.
Yeah, fight me in
You know what I mean? Like, I never wanted to be that guy, like, laying on the street all dead or something. Or, like, you're all slow because you got beat up all hardcore, because they've been those dudes, too, man.
You can Concrete,
You get locked
right?
up for that, no? If you
If you get
Self-defense?
caught, dog.
you get caught.
I guess self-defense, like, what, mutual combat, right?
But that's like if you fight next, like on concrete floor. Like fight me
Yeah.
on grass, bro, so I can at least hit balls.
grass?
It's soft, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, because a lot of the damage is done when they hit the floor, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro,
in
yeah,
boxing, like,
dude.
It's like in boxing, like when they hit the ring, sometimes that's the more damage when their head hits the ring. You know, the canvas, like boom. You know, that's
Yeah.
the
Your
part.
brain jiggling inside of your skull.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But how about you, Leo? You got into one fight?
One fight, bro. True story, bro. Fucking
That's weak, eh?
kindergarten,
Last week,
kindergarten,
This
bro.
one went way back. Kindergarten.
last week at
Hey,
fucking
bro.
the 4th of July party.
Hey, bro.
Right there, my
Nah,
son's
bro.
birthday
Hey,
party.
Hey, bro, I had a fucking Fonzie jacket, bro. And my boy,
rebel.
my buddy, fucking ripped that little, you know, he ripped it, bro.
A sleeve?
A sleeve, bro. I was,
Who sewed that jacket,
that
bro?
was my.
Where'd you get it from?
swabbing.
Where'd you get it from? That's not your homie's fault then.
But you know, like, when you're growing up, like your parents buy you something nice, you fucking take care of it.
Hey,
I
you
fucking
cherish
ripped
that
it.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ripped it. Do I snap kindergarten? Right, fucking hit this guy in the jaw, bro, and I got suspended kindergarten, bro. First fight, bro. That's it. Never again, bro.
That was it?
That's all I can say, bro.
It's,
I can't, you know. I mean, I was always, I guess, cool. I wasn't bullying or anything, but I seen people get in fights that were just every fucking, you know, that fight that Friday, you know, meet me
Yeah.
at fucking.
3 o'clock high.
Meet me at Lambert Park. We're gonna fight, you know, and we that shit used to happen.
Meet me at Alberto's, bro.
in 8th grade, you know, 8th grade and early high school, you know. But that's cool. Did you ever have something like that growing up?
yeah,
Like elementary?
yeah. Well, when I stopped boxing when I was 13, I played football a lot, you know. But I always liked fighting, you know. Like I always liked fighting, but I would fight like the guys that were like bullies, you know. I didn't like that.
Oh,
you know?
hell
so,
yeah.
So I would like, dude, I would always challenge them, you know, like, you know, and you know, I got in a few street fights, you know, and then I remember after high school and I played football. I got up to like 210, 215, bro. I was
Oh,
lifting
damn.
I
Whoa.
was lifting. I took it serious, you know. So I remember I went to a college. I think it was Fullerton, the JC, and I went to go to check out the football team and stuff. And I went, bro. And these dudes were so big, bro. Like I remember a linebacker, cause I played linebacker, so he came up to me and he like flexed on me, bro. And like we're lifting, and I was like, oh, this ain't for me, man. I can't. These guys are too good.
In the college level and like going to they're huge, bro.
They're
huge,
dude, like
man.
you trip out. You're like, what the hell am I doing here?
Because I used to think like just NFL dudes, but it's like a lot of the college dudes are playing for real. They're kind of NFL sized people.
Exactly.
They're enormous, bro.
big.
Like god damn, look at this dude.
Yeah,
he's a giant.
Yeah, because that's their dream. That's their profession. That's what they want to do. So me, I was like, man, like I'm not gonna go to college. I'm not even gonna play football. So what am I gonna do? I was like, oh well, I like fighting. I'm gonna go back to boxing.
And at least in fighting, whether it's kickboxing or boxing, you're fighting in a weight class.
Yeah.
So it's not too much of, ability at that point, but it's not like you're, fighting some dude that's 200 pounds bigger than you or going up against him,
Yeah, because that makes a difference, man.
A little bit of diplomacy, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, they try to keep it as fair as possible. You know what I mean?
When in the professional ranks, I'm kind of confused with all that, like the weight classes and stuff. Like super lightweight, middle. I mean,
There's bantamweight, right? Featherweight, flyweight. Which is the lightest weight?
108.
whoa.
And what's that
Damn, dude,
considered?
I don't even weigh
That's
that much.
Rizzo status right there.
I'm 120.
Oh, you'd be like super lightweight, bro.
I'm a twink weight, bro.
Heavyweights, bro.
A Twinkie.
Twinkie light.
Volteate, what?
Where's that butthole at?
That's crazy though. So they go by weight class. Is it by maybe 5 pounds or 20 pounds differential?
It's every 5, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's 135. Then from 135, for example, he's a 140 pound. So from 135 it wants to 140, but then from 140 it jumps to 147, the welterweight division.
Welterweight.
So that one jumps 7 pounds, and then from 147 it goes to 154. You know what I mean? And then 160, 160.
That'd be considered a heavyweight, no? Heavyweight's what?
The heavyweight, I think, is like 220 because they made it in the weight class, right? I think
Yeah. They like Canelo fought at 175. That was already considered
Medium or is it super?
like heavyweight, I believe it's.
But he went up in weight, though,
He went
no?
up in weight, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
he started like lighter, like he had to like bulk up to get to that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he started like at 47.
47.
Really?
Canelo started at 47, then he went to 54, 160, 168, and he moved up to 175.
And that's to conquer the championship in each of those weight classes?
Yeah, and it's just like to me, Canelo's the best fighter right now. Even though he lost, but he just dared to be great. You know what I mean? Like he fought a dude that was way bigger than him, and
light heavyweight. That's what he
Light
real light
175.
heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah, because I thought even when he fought Mayweather, I was like, dude, but the thing is, it's like he was so young on top of that, and it's like Mayweather's kind of schooled him in that sense. But I mean, he beat him on points, obviously. I mean, you're going to have to win in that manner, regardless if it's a knockout. I mean, you finally win by that knockout point if it's just a knockout, but he also he learned a lot from fighting that dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot.
And then I think that helped him to get all those other belts after that, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of took his style a little bit, if you see him.
Shit.
He kind of took a lot from him. He'll admit it too. He took a lot of the shoulder roll and stuff like that. Like you said, it was a great experience for him. So Mayweather he was the best. When at his time, people didn't like to see him fight. I like to see him fight. But a lot of people didn't. So.
Because a lot of people think just boxing is just like two gladiators going at it till the death. But the thing is, it's a point game. You got judges there, right?
Yeah.
And also
There's
too,
a
it's
technique, huh?
that, and it's I don't your technique, but also too how you're scoring, your consistency throughout the fight too. I mean, your training's all that's. I mean, that's where your training comes in, right? To go the distance.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people don't know that. It's a lot that goes into it. But like you said, there's fighters, different types of fighters. There's guys that do want to just go in there and brawl. That's what fans want to see. But at the same time, you got to remember, we're in it we're supposed to be in it for the long game. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to get, you gotta take care of ourselves. Because each fight, man, you leave something in there you're never gonna get back again. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I'm sure it takes a couple months out of your life, right?
That's.
Or
for
I mean,
sure.
even some guys years.
Yeah, well, and a lot of it's mostly through training camp too, man. It's a brutal training camp's always rough. So.
What's the max fights per year?
You can do. I mean, it depends on your body, but you can do up to like 5.
Damn.
It just depends. Like when I first started coming up, like when you first come up, the promoter gives you fights like every other month. They want to keep you busy, just to start bringing you up. you know. But now it's like, you know, since I got a little more fights under my belt, it's more like, you know, 2 or 3 fights a year, you know. So
Now you have a strategy behind it, like what
Yeah.
you're doing for that whole year, that season.
yeah,
You're training.
now it's like boom, boom, boom.
That's crazy. It's like, so you guys have a game plan. You guys watch film. You guys watch the other opponent, and then look at how they're gonna do it, right? You guys
Oh yeah,
do all that, no?
that's part of the game plan. You know,
That's
you want
crazy.
You want to see what's his weakness and also what's his strength. You know, and based on that, you put a plan together.
That's a big mental game.
Yeah.
Once you're in the middle, huh? Cause
And that's another part that I didn't add when we're talking the psychology
about it.
behind it.
Oh
Yeah,
You got to psych yourself in and out of like
Yeah, it's just
what's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like people don't understand how much goes into it. You know, it's like you got to worry about, you know, your conditioning, which is running, and then you got to worry about your sparring which is boxing conditioning, because it's 2 different ones. You know, they go together.
Let me ask
know?
you this. This is a. I mean, you see a lot of Rocky movies, right?
Hell yeah,
I know.
dude.
You know.
This fool, I can picture him running up the steps in Philadelphia, dog.
Dun, 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 dun,
Getting
dun, dun.
stronger.
You know how you're in your corner when it's like it's, I guess the bell rings, right, and then you go to your corner. They give you that 10 seconds,
Cut
right?
me.
No, it's
That-
like a minute.
It's a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you go to your ring, and then your trainer's telling you like do this and that. Is it like football where you go in there and your trainer tells you something, but then you audible, like, oh wait a minute, he says something, but like shit, should I do what he told me, or like I have this perfect opportunity? Cause you see his eyes that he's ready to go down. Do you take the opportunity, or how do I'm just
Or you stick to the plan.
the plan? How does that
No,
work?
well,
man?
he's the one that does all the adjustments in there.
So you make the adjustment,
Yeah.
like you audible.
Just it's going as a fight
Oh.
keeps going. The
When
adjustments
when
keep
he
going.
comes back in the minute rest, we're giving him what we're seeing out there.
Mm.
But basically, once he's in there, he got to make the adjustment. Like,
Yeah.
for example, if he knows he landed a good shot or he hurt the guy, then he's the one that's going to decide there, okay, you know what, I'm going to go for it, or
Yeah.
the guy's still, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he makes those decisions.
Yeah, I always wonder that. Like, you always see those boxers, and you go in
Yeah.
there like, and I'm always, because we're like the audience, right? We want to see. We're like the fans. We're like, no, don't do that. And then, but
They hit him harder.
Yeah, and then they use like their I don't know, like upper comes out of nowhere, and they have interviews like, no, that wasn't the plan, but I fucked them up anyway. That's crazy. That stuff happens.
Yeah, it's just like you're in the ring with this guy, and you know, you can't just, you know, try to do a specific plan. It's always gonna be, you know, like you said, audible.
feel it,
It's
huh?
always gonna, yeah.
You feel
can
it.
adjust.
Because, you know, like what we worked for, maybe he comes out different, you know,
Yeah.
a different way. You know, maybe he comes out a certain way, or, you know, you just always got to adjust in the fight. You know, you can't just go in there with like one plan, and you know, you always got to adjust.
That's
know?
crazy, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome though if you think about it.
Yeah, it's
That's-
just
that's
like, you
cool.
know, so much goes into it, man. Like I was saying, you know, the conditioning, the running, the sparring conditioning. There's 2 different ones, and then you got to worry about the weight, and then you got to worry about, you know, your training at the gym, and then you got to worry about the COVID, and then it's just so much, bro.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean, it's just so much, bro, that goes on, man. So.
And do they? How about when you're in the ring going in with the music and all that? I mean, is that like a different rush? Like,
Yeah,
How
I
do you
mean,
feel?
now, you know, with more experience, it comes, you know, it's different now. You know, before, like, we're finding the smaller venues, but we always had a big crowd all the time. So I think that helped me, you know. But like in the beginning, it was like you're pumped up, you know. But
Hell yeah.
but the crowd takes energy from you, bro. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
the crowd takes some. You got to just relax.
You get
know,
hyped from the crowd's energy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and it burns energy too, man. The crowd
Yeah.
could take some energy
Wow.
from you because you're like so amped up.
Yeah,
So you just
oh,
gotta
shit.
relax, and you know, you gotta just like, you know, enjoy the moment, but at the same time, you know, just know that you got another dude in there that doesn't have that pressure. You know what I mean? Especially like in the fight coming up, you know, like I have all my people there. He's coming from, you know, from Puerto Rico, so he doesn't really care, you know, because the stress is not on him. You know,
It's
what I mean?
on you, right?
But it's like,
Yeah.
you know, but me, like you know, I'm always like, oh, I'm always grateful that's main event, right? First main event, it's big, but you know, I can't really worry about that. I gotta just, you know, focus on the fight. You know, I can't really.
And also too to keep. I mean, not that it's going to be on your mind then, but also to keep your record perfect.
Yeah, I mean that's you know, unfortunately, you know, it's called the Mayweather effect. You know, that's what they call it now. You know? Because he made it like that. You know, where you know, you can't really have a loss. You know, because you'll take a dip. You know, but I mean, there's been so many champions, man, that have lost. Nowadays, now it's going back, I think, to like, you know, where champions have losses now. It's getting back up. You know,
Yeah.
normal. You know what I mean?
Right before, like when you lose that one, then you know, like you get a drop in fanship, or like, you know, people, oh, I knew he's gonna lose, or this
Yeah.
and that. You know, people are always gonna talk no matter what, even if you continue win. Well, I didn't like the way he walked out there. I don't like the color of his new shorts. I don't like his shoes. Everything, a haircut. You know what I mean?
Always
Why
something.
did he drop the Mexican flag on the floor? Like, you know, just stupid shit. But it's totally intense. But I mean, you're the one that's in there. You're the one that's throwing the blows.
Yeah.
It's like you're the one. You know, you're pulling the machine. You know,
Yeah.
you're driving the tractor, bro. You know.
Yeah, and you know what, man? Like losses do crazy things, man. You know, sometimes there's certain fighters that like have losses, but it's more of a win than a loss. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
that's
like,
what I was talking about that Canelo one. Because at
Yeah.
first I didn't understand it. I was kind of talking shit. Oh, he fucking lost. I thought it was, you know what I mean? But then some dude said, he's like, bro, you got to relax, bro. You don't even know what's going on. I'm like, what's going on? And then he told me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just a moron, bro.
Yeah,
No, it's just
yeah.
like a perfect example, man. Is like it's Gervonta Davis when he fought Isaac Cruz, right? That the little Mexican. Where's he from?
I believe it's Chilango. Or
Yeah, Chilango?
From Mexico.
Well, he's from Mexico, right? And he lost that fight, but he just became a superstar after that fight because he did good. He looked
Yeah.
good against Gervonta Davis, so he became a superstar. So that's what I'm saying. Some losses are actually wins.
Right, because the
Some
crowd
guys-
loves his struggle,
they
what he
love
did in the
him.
ring.
Yeah,
The
they love what he did.
underdog.
And they
Yeah,
can also
dude.
go, you know what? On top of all that, he won the fight, and everybody knows he won the fight.
Yeah.
But that one judge is being a dick, or got paid
yeah.
whatever you want to say, and didn't give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Gervonta Davis won the fight, but like I said, he put up such a good fight and gave him trouble, like no one has in a while, So everyone's like, oh shit, look at this guy, and so now he's like this big old thing, So like I said, some losses are wins, it just depends, Sometimes you lose, it's a win. You fight real good, So.
And how long, like, for a fight like this, like the training, how long is that?
We did 11 weeks.
11 weeks.
Yeah, we did 11 weeks. I think we did 11 or 12 weeks, but we did like the first 4 weeks. We just focused on strength and conditioning. We go to a lot of running and a lot of our strength, like a lot of, like we lift whatever weights if we were going to lift weights. A little bit, not too much, more body weight, but we do that. And then once the sparring starts, we cut all that out. And that's when we went to Vegas, and that's when we focused just on the sparring, the training, and the running.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have like a little system that we put in.
But we always have to be in condition, though, right?
Yeah,
If you're gonna
yeah,
have a
right.
fight,
Oh
you
yeah,
have to
he
do your
stays
thing.
busy. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's gonna be about 7 months since his last fight, but through those whole 7 months, we're mostly in the gym every day. I mean, obviously we don't train as hard as when we have a date,
Right.
but he's constantly in shape. I mean, we're in shape through the whole 7 months.
And what about diet? Like, what do you eat? What could you eat and what can't you eat?
Well, we have a little. My chef is my mom. She does her homework and she does an amazing job, man. Like
She has all your meals prepped, everything?
I told her no. Like she does she don't meal prep, but she does like just the dinners, like every
Okay.
day. So I told her, man, I was like, Mom, if you actually fucking like did this shit like for a living with fighters, you would fucking be rich,
No,
Because
no chicharrones for you.
she like.
Hide the carnitas,
Bro,
bro.
like, and then like, what's kind of cool, how it kind of sucks for him is like
I want you to
my brother-
llanos.
Nah, yeah, like they struggle with me, you know what I mean? Like, he's struggling with me,
Shit, where's my tortilla?
So it's like all low
He's like,
carb,
fuck, I'm
steamed
start
chicken?
fighting
Yeah,
again.
so it's like, like for example, today, I ate a nice piece of salmon, with some steamed rice and some sprouts, and she put some shrimp in the sprouts, and then some lentejas. She cut some chicken in there, Like there's a lot of fighters that can't really eat like that, close to the fight like that because they focus on losing the weight last minute, So I dropped the weight like through camp,
Yeah.
It's like boom, boom.
So you're not like throwing up the day of the fight.
So you're not like all hanging there, like
up lungs.
hey,
Hydrating.
that's how deaths happen, bro. You don't have no water in your brain, bro. And, that's how brain bleeds happen, So you gotta take care of yourself, man. A lot of fighters don't do it, So.
And then the weigh-in, you have to be at that weight, no? Or
Yeah,
else
you have
they
to be
fine
like
you or
so
something?
140.
the dot.
On the dot or lower. You can't be 140.1, 140.2. It has to be 140 or lower.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Man, we're dumb, bro.
I know.
We get
So-
fined 100,000, bro.
So like after a fight, do you splurge on food, like or like?
Yeah, like I usually do it. It's crazy because I usually I have like a list of food I want to eat when I'm done. Like all these restaurants and shit. I'm like, fuck. Like right now, I started already. So I'll be on Instagram like, oh shit, this shit looks good. I'll start sending it,
Tito's
to my
restaurant, bro?
girlfriend or I'll send it to my mom. Look at this shit. Look at this. We're gonna go here after. We're gonna go do this. I have like this big old list, bro. And then by the time after the fight, I'm like, you don't want it no more because I already ate.
Yeah.
So but yeah, there's spots that I do go to like after all the time. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. Like it's boxing is definitely a hard profession, man. It's definitely a lot. So.
And did you have this discipline from the beginning? Because you always had your dad, your mom, your team, obviously. Or did it even get tighter and tighter as your bouts went on and the more wins you had? And the more you climbed up the ranks?
Well, I've always done everything 100%. Like football. When I played football, like I really wanted to try to be the best of me. So I went a whole summer, like my junior year, like I was starting linebacker. I remember I got trucked like the first game, so like a lot of times, right? So I was like, this shit ain't gonna happen again. So all summer I just pump, man. I would work out like 2 times a day.
Damn.
So when I got to school back my senior year, everyone was like, what the fuck? What happened? What the fuck are you taking, And I had
Boxing lessons.
Yeah, no, I used to work at my dad's job at the time, and I remember one time we had an arm contest, like arms, and I had 18-inch arms,
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Where's the beach, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
bro.
sun's out,
That way out.
Listen, brother.
It's far, bro.
Yeah, it was like I was so into it, man. So as boxing, like I didn't think I was gonna even make it this far, man. To be honest, I was working night shift job, man. I had a great job. I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna have like a few pro fights because I did it for so long since I was young. If I don't do it, like I'm gonna be like, I boxed for so many years as a kid and I didn't even get a check from it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna do like 3 fights. I did 3 fights and I won them, and then I was like, fuck it, 5 fights. 5 fights, I won them. And it was hard because I was working, so I was getting out at from 7 at night to sometimes 8:30 in the morning, 9:30, 10:30, whatever time they got out, and I would still go run and sleep a few hours, like 3-4 hours, and then get up, train, then shower, go to work again. So I was always like, oh man, like I would cry to my mom sometimes, like, why the fuck am I doing this, man? Boxers don't do this shit, like. And she just tell me, well, quit then. Because my mom, dude, she's crazy.
Huh?
She's gangster, man. She's like, well, quit then. Go tell your dad. I'm like, you don't understand. I'll just go to my room, And yeah, man, I stuck through it, like 7 fights like that or 8 fights, and then we got reached out by our promoter, Top Rank, shout out to them, been with them my whole career, and my dad told me, he gave me the option, he was like, look, son, like work or try boxing. It's up to you, but he's seeing my body, and then the rounds were getting longer and the fights were getting harder, and the training, like we were training like hard, but nothing compared to what we do now, like I'm in the gym 3 hours now all the time, So yeah, man, I didn't want to work no more, man. I was like, I hated, someone telling me to go to lunch or something, like, man, I'm a fucking kid,
Amen.
Like, yeah, I hated people telling me what to do at work, Yeah, so like, you can't go to lunch, you can't go to the restaurant. What the fuck do you mean I can't go to the restaurant? So I hated that.
No, I feel you, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I just made the decision. I rolled the dice, man. Not even believing in myself, to be honest. I was like, fuck it. I was a good worker, so I was like, I'll come back if they,
But
So-
so wouldn't you know, like, dude, like that's it. I'm fuck everything else. I'm gonna fucking worry about boxing only, and that's it. If I fail, fuck if I fail, but I'm gonna keep on going. If I make it, I make it. When did you get? I mean, what year? Oh, or not what year? What age were you?
Oh man, I remember it was like, I think it was after I got signed by Top Rank, because like not anybody just gets signed with them. They're very picky.
So they believed in you. You're like, these motherfuckers believe in me. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
like,
well, it was a certain matchmaker, man. He's one of the best matchmakers in all of boxing. He's Brad Goodman, and he really believed in me, man. Like, he
That's awesome.
he like, because I sold a lot of tickets. I was selling a lot of tickets because I'm from the area. So they would have like these Unimas fights, and they would have them in like in Glendale, Burbank, and I would sell tickets, bro, and they liked it because they looked good on the Unimas, And so he believed in me, and people would be like, man, why are you messing with this kid? Like, he's not gonna go far. Just give me time with him, And yeah, man.
So he helped you develop along the way.
Yeah, he's developed so many fighters, man. You're talking about, he's been there, man. He's seen a lot of the greats, Mayweather's, De La Hoya, because Top Rank had everybody. They had Muhammad Ali. They promoted everybody.
Because the thing is, too, it's like also like boxing is one of those things like, 1 in a million type thing. I mean, it's even though a lot of stuff's going on at whatever level you say, it's to get to the top or even to get somebody to pro to be messing with you at that in that fashion is pretty remarkable, dude. Because I mean, there's so many boxers out there. It's like like they say, there's so many comedians. You know what I mean? There's, I mean, hundreds of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, who's really like playing the big in the big playpen?
Yeah, and a lot of it too had to do with my pops. He did it smart. He took care of me the smart way. He waited. Because there was like a whole year and a half, bro. No one fucked with me. Like none of the promoters. Like no one wanted to give me a chance. Like Top Rank, Golden Boy, like none of the big ones.
Damn.
And also I was just training and working. And I was like, man, like Like, so I was like, I wanted to fight, so I was literally like willing to take fights that like I was gonna go to lose, you know, like where they were like, oh, like, you know, like, I was gonna fight somebody in his hometown and he was pretty good, you know. I was really ready to do that. I was like, man, like, let's just do it. No, be patient. And then a big break came, man, when Mike Alvarado came down, man. Shout out to Mile High Mike, man. He fought Marquez and he came down and I sparred him, his manager, and kind of him put the word in for me. And we went to the forum, man, and we met, you know, Brad, and then he just looked at me and he gave me a shot, man. He said, oh, yeah. And my thing was, you know, like, I got lucky because that's when they started doing the Unimas fight, so they needed people, you know. So they're like, all right, yeah, we'll give you a shot, you know. So they gave me a shot, and then I ended up fighting Mike Alvarado later on in my career, man. He was like the fight that really, like, propelled me, you know, to higher, you know, levels because he's a former world champion, you know. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so it's crazy how it works, man. Like, he's a good friend of mine, even to this day. Like he just texted me the other day. He was texting me, hey, man, good luck on your fight. You know, we'll be rooting for you, this and that. I'm, all right, thanks. Cause we were friends already. But then when we fought, we were like, I was like, oh, I don't want to fight him as my boy.
Yeah.
And my dad goes, fuck it, bro.
Say, fuck that,
You have
you
to
get
do
paid.
it. You know, like, that's where you want to get to another
Learn your
level.
bones, bro.
Yeah, and it was at Staples Center too, you know. So I was like, fuck, man. I was like, all right, fuck, I guess. So then, like, we unfollowed each other on Instagram, of course.
So I whoop
And
your
then,
ass.
yeah. So then, you know,
That Instagram beef got real, bro.
Unfollow, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
unfollow, bro.
When did you guys follow each other again?
No, we did. Right after
still
the
don't.
yeah, literally, like right after the fight, like he came to the locker room, and then I was like, "Hey, Mike, we gotta follow each other back, bro." I know, bro. Come on, you know. He's cool, man. I learned so much from that fight, and just him, man. And you know, I talked to him and started little conversations, you know, here and there, and he just has so much knowledge, man. So yeah,
That's
And is it very political in there in the boxing game? Or how is it to, like, be in those circles?
you know, it just depends, you know, like you know, like that's out of my, you know, I mean, I just, you know, I'm fighting, you know, but they, you know, rankings do shift in weird ways, you know, and it's kind of like
That's what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
like everybody has their, like, the
Favorites.
yeah, there you go. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Favorites.
Like the chosen ones.
Yeah,
Chosen
yeah.
ones.
And you know, a lot of it has to do with, believe it or not, man, and it's kind of sucks, but a lot of it's social media now. You know what I mean? It's like a big part of
Like, who's popular and shit like that?
Yeah,
Oh.
because it could be a fighter that's not really good, bro, but they're gonna take care of his ass because of his following. He's gonna put fucking
Asses in the seat.
bro. They're gonna fucking take care of him.
Like the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Paul is actually pretty decent.
He's
bro.
an actual
I-
boxer,
Jake-
right? Yeah.
Jake, no,
Yeah,
wait, is that
Jake
the
Paul.
Jake Paul or
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul?
No, Logan.
This is the tall one.
No,
Tall one.
Logan Paul's the one that he's not. He's a WWE now. He's not boxing.
Oh, he's not in boxing anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
shit.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So he got signed by WWE. I think he's doing wrestling.
No
now.
way.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul is that.
yeah, he's the manager and he's a
That's
fighter,
cool.
and dude, he's doing a fucking tremendous job managing, bro, and promoting fighters, man.
Wow.
He's
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah. He has the Serrano sisters, right? The Serrano. He has one of
I
them.
think he only has one.
Yeah, he has one of them. But
Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano, but he made her like the first like a millionaire instantly. you know?
Really?
Yeah, like her fights, you know. So he has her, and he has like a few other fighters, but I heard he's, you know, taking really good care of them, you know. So shout out to him, man. He's doing a lot
That's
of good
awesome.
things.
Because I heard that people were like, at first talking shit about, like, you know, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, you know, but it's like people were saying, but the other people were like, dude, but they're bringing boxing to the limelight, you know,
Yeah.
like again, like, you know, like popularizing it again, you know, like crazy, you know.
Hyping
Yeah.
that shit
Not that
up,
it wasn't popular, but it's just like more like mainstream, you know, because like
Well, he's
Yeah.
bringing a lot of the youth.
Youth,
A lot of
yeah.
A lot of the youth that they were.
trying to market to.
They know who Jake Paul, Logan Paul is.
Yeah.
So every time they fight, I mean, you got this guy's.
Well, he's bringing out his
solid-
YouTube followers,
he's
man.
bringing out
Yeah.
YouTube followers.
and they're actually good
That's what
boxers,
got-
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like I tripped
And
out.
some of those guys stay. Actually, they for the first time they see a boxing match,
And they like it.
Yeah.
and they like it and they stay. You know, so
So it's good for the sport
Yeah,
of
it's good for the
boxing.
sport. Like
I
honestly,
think
like people were hating on him a lot, and
Right.
even to this day, you know, like people still hate
But
on the
it's
YouTube
just so
fighters.
dumb,
but
yeah.
I don't, bro. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like they did what they do. Like, bro, why you hating on these guys getting their money, bro? Like it's not our fault that we didn't do what they're doing, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know, like you know what I mean. So I was like, and then like when I really noticed the effect of it was one time it was a Jake Paul fight, right? And I was at the Suegro's house, and I remember my girl's son. He's a teenager. He's like 15. He's like, oh, bro, Jake Paul's fighting today. He watched the fights. I was like, what the fuck? He never watched boxing.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if he does, it's only the big fights, right? Like, he doesn't really care. So like he put it on and he was actually watching like the undercard of it.
Oh,
and he
that's
was
so
like,
cool,
"Oh, bro, that
dude.
guy's sick," you know. So I was like, "Oh shit," you know, like this is what this is what we're talking about, you know.
Got
It's
into it.
And then even like her daughter, everyone, like all the kids were like, "Oh, she's fine," so they were all tuned in. So I was like, "Bro, this is
Sex
good
sells,
this is good
bro.
for us,
Sex
bro." Like
sells.
just imagine the guys that fought in the undercard, the Colemains or whatever, like. They got new fans, bro. All these youngsters, you know what I mean?
I'm sure when they had the girls going up there in the bikinis with the fight cards, it elevated the
Oh,
game
no,
to another level.
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold
There's
on, bro.
worse fighters than fucking.
Martin,
There's like worse than the Paul brothers, you know.
bro.
Oh,
I gotta,
yeah, of course, 100%.
wait, I gotta ask this, bro. You gotta be honest, bro.
Uh-oh. What is this?
When you're there, fucking first round, you see the ring girls go on. Do you like? Did you say what's up to them?
Nah, fuck that. I'm worried about. I'm trying to worry not to get fucking dropped or hit or something. You know? So-
Yeah, dude.
Because I always see the Tecate girls come out.
That's what you see, dog.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm asking, bro. I'm
No
asking.
distractions, bro. I don't want distractions. Bring me a guy in a bikini, bro.
Okay.
I don't want distractions.
Hey,
These are answers from guys that have girls. Like, I want a guy in a bikini, bro.
If Arnold can't, if Junior can't answer, how about Senior? Senior, we're right
I've
there.
been a senior, right?
We're right there, bro. You see the Tecate girl, bro?
No, I haven't even paid. I swear to God.
You have to pay attention. Just, I want to just give me your opinion. That's it.
There's better girls in Hong Kong, bro.
Hey, you know what?
In Tijuana.
Camila, bro.
There's better girls at Miss Kitties right here, bro.
Nah, you know what, bro? And at my fights, there's never Tecate girls because Top Rank has their own. They're called the Top Rank knockout girls.
It's the
Oh,
Kawama
Very,
girls,
very,
bro.
very beautiful.
The modelo girls, bro.
Yeah.
At the waves, we do see it. We do
Okay.
pay attention, but other
Yeah.
than that, and during the
Yeah.
fight, no.
No, because I always see like we know when we do the weigh-in, when you do the weigh-in, then there's like four girls right there. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are looking at him or not.
Leo's gonna come out. I'm a professional butt massager.
Professional butt kicker.
You die.
Let me know if you need me to get those knots out.
I just had to ask that question, man.
It's true because I feel like as time goes on, like I mean, there's Pornhub now. Like there's better stuff than
Pornhub.
those girls, you know. Again,
Pornhub, what?
But in the fights or something like that, even like a Laker game, it's more of a treat, you know.
Yeah.
And it's definitely it's show business, bro.
Appetizer.
Man, I didn't know you got to taste them, bro.
yeah, bro. They're like the bread from fucking Olive Garden, bro.
Fucking breadsticks are the shit right there.
Wait,
I'll give you another one.
breadsticks are this shit, dude. Fuck yeah.
Oh
You know
man,
basketball.
I just had to ask, you know.
Yeah.
No,
I had
you
to
know,
ask
yeah.
a professional boxer. Like you're there.
What do you think? You know, are they
The
distracted?
manager's there. They're distracted. No, but you just said it. I don't.
On July 15th, Leo's gonna be like, "Where's the knockout girls? Where's the knockout girls?"
He'll see him.
No, I'm picking my wife, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Nothing's good.
He's gonna be in the fight with glasses.
With sunglasses, acting like he's blind.
No,
Hey, where's the sun at?
how true is the Rocky movies? How realistic are they?
I mean,
Besides Ivan Drago, because I was like,
Wait. What was your favorite? Drago or fucking Apollo?
The first one,
the
bro.
first one's really like it's like sentimental, it's
The first
emotional. Yeah, dude, that one's like
first
very
one,
like
it is.
grounded.
Which is the one that fucking what's her name agent said you can't do it, Rock?
All of them, bro. She's a bitch.
No, the first one, yeah, but like the third one, she started going
No,
like,
the fourth one was after Apollo died. After that, he was gonna go to Russia to train. You can't do it,
Yeah,
Rock.
I'm like, Bucky, bitch, stop.
And then
well, she didn't want him to be retarded, bro.
And then he gets in the Ferrari, and then the song, "There Is No Easy Way." I'll play that song
bro.
driving, bro, and I'll go. That's the song I play to when I go to fucking Planet Fitness, bro.
pumps you up.
You go in the parking lot and then you leave, or what?
I get lazy. I gotta bring my shorts, bro.
Nah, man. You know what? I think the
skateboard?
boxing movie that's like the truest, the realest one is
Creed,
No, it's Southpaw.
Southpaw.
Yeah, that one's dope, man. That's my favorite one.
It's not Father's 2.
That's a good movie, bro. That's a
You guys
good
watch it?
movie, bro.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, watch it, bro. It's so sad.
Southpaw, you seen it, no? You
I
seen
don't
it?
remember.
I've seen
Oh, is
Southpaw.
that the with the guy that went to jail and?
No. He
that Mark Wahlberg?
His wife gets shot. Remember, like at a
Oh man.
yeah, you seen it. I think you have.
No, what you guys gotta watch Fathers 2.
Fathers too.
Yeah, bro. Oof.
Raging Bull.
It's time.
Raging Bull. That's classic, right?
My favorite part of Raging Bull is when he shakes that girl's finger through the fence. Like a G. I was going to ask you, when was your first professional fight?
Damn.
that was
That was at the Chumash.
That was
I remember
about 9 years ago at the Shumash Casino in Santa
Chumash.
Ynez.
Yeah.
We performed there.
Yeah.
Chumash Casino, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a nice little town.
It's freaking
Yeah.
crazy.
For wine,
It
it's a
creeped me
wine little
out.
town.
Those are spot. Those fucking town that creeped me out there, bro. Like crazy to me.
Get
A little horror movie town.
Yeah, bro.
Get
Like
out.
everything was all nice and like looked creepy, bro. And I was like,
That's where La Llorona's from, bro.
yeah, someone's from
La
there.
Cagona, bro.
Shit, fucking shit. I was like, damn.
Santa Ynez. That's a nice little. If you ever want to go and wine tasting and stuff like that, it's a nice little town.
Chumash Casino, yeah. We've been.
What city is that? Sorry.
It's the Santa Ynez.
Santa Ynez.
It's right there,
Burbank.
up north.
Oh,
north, yeah.
By
I mean,
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Santa Barbara, yeah.
So what's the deal with the belts as far as like, all right, the WBO, the international, what's the other?
IBF,
IBF? How many belts are?
WBO, and WBC. There's 4.
And those are the only ones that matter, pretty
The
much.
only
Yeah.
ones that matter.
Yeah.
They're not like karate belts, right? I'm dumb. I'm sorry. They're like the black belt.
Yeah.
The ones you go to Kmart or
The one your dad used to hit you with.
Can you beat a kid with a fucking boxing belt? Fucking, ¿Cómo va a doler? Fucking-
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh shit.
Oh,
No, yeah,
man.
those are the main ones. Those are like pretty much the ones you want to grab. You know, you want to grab one of those. You know, and then there's a lot of little intro ones. You know, like just to get you ranked up and stuff like that.
But I still don't understand why these, like the last fight with homeboy that got all the 4 belts, Haney. Like, how'd you get those freaking belts? Because one person has them and
Yeah,
he gives
yeah.
them up.
You beat you. It's a victory, right?
Yeah, it's now like it's been a lot of like undisputed going on, you know, and before it was very hard to be undisputed, but now like that's what they're trying to do now. You know, like when there's a champion, when there's a lot of champions, now they don't even want to fight their mandatories. They want to fight each other, you know, just to like to get both to get all belts,
unify all
to
the
unify all the
sides.
belts.
And I have a question. So when you lose, do you gotta give the belt back or no? Do you? It's just you do lose a title, but you still have the belt, the
Yeah,
physical
yeah,
belt.
it's yours. Yeah,
Because it's
so-
not like wrestling, right?
No, no, no.
That would suck,
heard it,
dude.
bro.
Like the
Like the
belt.
Hulkster, huh? They took my hair and my belt.
Yeah,
Brother.
no, yeah, no, they give it back to you. I mean, the guy that wins keeps it, and then when he goes to the locker room, he takes it to your locker room and gives it
Okay.
back.
And their organization gets you your own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you still get to keep like the.
So you get replica.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actual
because you be
physical.
hearing some sad stories, like, you know, some boxers that, like, you know, they stop fighting and they get into, like, you know, other worlds and they end up selling their belts,
That's
bro,
fucked
clucking them
up,
and shit. And it's like, bro.
They do.
That's fucked up.
Pawn shop and shit.
Yeah,
There's one of the first, I forgot his name, but one of the first, like, Mexican American boxers to win titles. He ended up being homeless or something. My friend Armando Cosillo told me about it. Yeah, he was over there downtown LA. He sold his belt. And it's like, damn,
Oh,
dude.
What do you
Was
believe
it,
There's-
was it,
there's
And it's like, it's
Wow,
sad
that
shit,
sucks.
bro, because
It
it's
is.
like,
a lot
bro,
of
like,
boxers. That's what I'm saying. That's what, when you're in boxing, that's the same thing I try and tell my son. You got to make the most off of it. Invest your money in property or anything. So the minute that you retire,
you have something
you
to
have something.
Yeah.
fall back on.
E-
And a lot of the fighters, they make good money, but they never.
Save or
That's the
invest.
Parties.
They do. Party.
Spend it
Party,
on
party.
the top
Women.
girls.
It's because there's a
Wait.
lot of fighters that never had money. You know, they call boxing the poor man's sport. You know, they never had money at all. So and then they start getting like their checks, and they're like, oh shit.
It's like new
Blow that
money,
shit.
right? You're like, fuck yeah, let's go to fucking this
Vegas,
and that,
bro.
you know?
They stay in Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh, they
the
do?
fucking
No.
Tecate girls, bro. They
crazy.
fuck you up, dude.
Don't mess with the goddamn-
Too many Tecate girls.
God,
it's,
dude.
it's crazy, man. You hear some crazy stories, man. You hear some crazy stories. So it's kind of like, man, like, and it's like you said, it's rare, you know, like when there's a fighter that, you know, that could show something from boxing, you know, because, you know, a lot of people think, you know, in the beginning, you know, if you're a professional fighter, you get paid a lot. You don't, you know, it's really hard, you know, so.
Definitely a grind, dude.
Oh, man.
Until you get like at
And-
least to a point where they start paying you,
Paying
and then
you decent,
got
you know,
built on that.
And it's
then
just like
still-
comedy, dude. It's just like fucking people think because you're up, you know, performing there, you're like fucking rich, but fucking, dude.
Yeah, it's a struggle,
Yeah,
bro. It's
struggle.
a struggle, you know. So.
You leave in
Hustle.
your little Celica, huh?
Yeah, man.
Little poor man's Corvette.
Like there's that story I always hear about this one comedian who he booked what was it, like a commercial for 7-Up or something like that, and like the night before, like so he booked this commercial. He was gonna be the new spokesperson for 7-Up, right? So he's gonna end up making like $100,000 a year, right? So he was celebrating the night before. He was drinking with his boys, and then something happened where like he was walking out of the bar. He took a wrong step. He fucking fell down, fucked up his teeth, bro. He had to go to the hospital, and he couldn't do the fucking commercial. And the next day, he had to fucking
Tandem,
replace him. ¿Te imaginas? You're set to fucking make this much money for, you know, as many years, you know, and then fucking you fall, fuck up your teeth, and then bro.
Well, I would have went to Tijuana and got me an emergency dental surgeon.
10 grand, bro. 10 10 grand.
Something right there.
Dude.
You know, now I only made $90,000 that year.
Yeah, he'd be set, man.
Yeah, be careful, bro. Yeah.
No, you do have, dude. I remember
Have you
playing.
heard that story before?
I heard a sadder story
Oh, fuck, dude.
about this guy that got like a development deal for a show, like $1 million back when they were giving them away, and he bought like a Bentley, and then he partied with everything, and then in the end he lost everything. He was sleeping out of his car, out of the Bentley.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, leather seats though, bro.
But you always hear those sad stories. I had a coach of mine, a little league coach, and I'm all, "You're pretty good, man. You're almost pro." He's all, "I was gonna be pro." I was like, "Damn."
Something happened.
Come on, bro. You don't have to lie to kick it, dog. But he told us that he got recruited by the Angels. He was a AAA,
No.
and then he went out with his homies to go play basketball, and he fell on his knees, shattered his kneecap, and it was over.
It's over, huh?
I was like, damn. He's all, if I would have made it to the major leagues and played one game, I would have been cool. I would have had
Retirement.
No, his deal would have been sealed for life, and then he would have had a healthcare for the rest of his life, because
man.
all you have to do is play one professional game.
That's
But yeah, those stories is like, damn, bro.
My old high school in Continuation High School. So we had this janitor, right? And this guy was like older white guy, and then he showed me I remember one time because I had
Guitar
to be
player from the Offspring, huh?
I had to be a janitor because fucking I had to make up credits, right? So then we were talking, and he showed me old albums. He was in a fucking hair metal band like in the 80s, like fucking they were about to get pop off, but the lead singer died or fucking something, dude. I think heroin or drug overdose, but he showed me fucking album covers. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be big. Now you're a fucking. It's just insane, bro.
Man.
It's insane, bro. Fucking, yeah.
It's funny because I was gonna say
It's
wasn't the
cards.
guitar player from the Offspring like a janitor or something at the school?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fine,
dude.
That's crazy, bro.
You hear stories all the time, and it always trips me out, man. It's like that's what you got. I mean, you gotta be as careful as you can. You know?
And you seem like you're pretty grounded. I mean, for your dad being by your side constantly, your mom still prepping your foods and everything, so you're family oriented.
Yeah.
I'm sure they steered you away from a lot of bullshit that could have totally engulfed you.
Yeah,
Or
of course, man. You know.
future entanglements.
Yeah, of course. But like I said, like a lot of these, accidents, you don't think it's gonna happen, but shit happens, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
dude.
You gotta try to avoid it as best as you can. But like I said, sometimes it's just unavoidable, I guess.
And you're from El Monte, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. What high school?
Monte, bro.
Arroyo?
I went to South.
Oh yeah,
South
right
El Monte.
bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
And when you guys were doing those fights and you're saying you guys brought the biggest crowds, were you guys promoting on your own by yourselves, or how were you guys getting these audiences?
Yeah. Well, so in the beginning, so when you first start, you have to sell tickets, right?
So it's pay to play, basically. They give you a stack of tickets.
They give you a stack of tickets. You gotta go out there and start hustling them. Good thing for me, I have a strong, I have a good family and a lot of friends that support me. So they would buy tickets. I'll sell like 200 or whatever,
Fuck yeah,
300
dude.
for a small venue.
Hell yeah, dude.
But now, I don't. There's gets to a certain point where you don't have to sell tickets anymore when you get to a certain level. But every fighter goes through it unless you're like a big old Olympian or something. But now the venue that we have is about like 4,000 people, right? And it's almost sold out. It's just the only tickets left are just like the $30 tickets, which is a few. We're progressing, man. And we don't have to sell tickets anymore. But we just still gotta promote it. The promoter does their job, but you gotta do your job. So that's why I'm trying to pick up my social media more and trying and getting out there more. So it's just, man, it's crazy, man. Like I said, social media is really big now, man. So we gotta really get up on that.
And you mentioned something too, that you didn't come out of the Olympics, and a lot of those guys that do come out of the Olympics, they already come with an audience, so they already start selling tickets. So you're pretty much from the ground up, from the street.
Oh man, we were literally, man, from the street, man, from the mud, what they say, right? We literally, man, had to work our way up. I'm talking about every sponsor, everything, man. We had to literally do it from the ground up, man. And it took, some, like I'm with Everlast. I'm sponsored by Everlast. They've been with me since
Hell yeah, dude.
like my whole career, since my third fight or fourth
yeah.
fight. So, but it took a long time for them to actually give me the contract. It was just more like it was just free shit. Like, oh, here's gloves, here's gloves.
So an actual endorsement.
So now an actual, and it barely happened. Like not that long ago, like a few, a year or 2 years ago. So you got to really put it. If you're starting from the bottom, you got to really put your work in. And I think I think it's kind of like a blessing and kind of like a curse. What I didn't continue boxing, because when I stopped boxing, I had like like 60 amateur fights already at 13 years old or 60 or
Damn.
70.
Oh.
That's not including the
60.
smoker fights. The smoker fights I had like 20, 25, you know, that didn't count, you know.
You're going already 85 fights.
Yeah, so I was already, you know, so if I would have kept boxing like all through high school, man, I for sure would have had more than 100 something. I would have had 205. I could have made Olympics, you know, because when I came back, you know, I was big, right? So I had to drop the weight. And my dad had me sparring with these big ass motherfuckers, dude, like these heavyweights, bro. They were fucking, my neck would hurt after every sparring. Dude. Yeah, these dudes were like 220.
Tuning you up, I bet.
Bro, and they were pros too, so you know, so they were like strong, you know. And when I came back, we had about, what was it? How many amateur fights? Like 10 back.
Well, he wanted to come back, right? At that point, I had another boxer that he was doing pretty good as a professional. He wanted to come back, and he's been out of boxing since he was 13. And he came back when I believe he was about 19.
Oh, it's 6 years off.
So
Yeah.
6 years off.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Because he was playing football. He had a kid when he was about 17.
No.
So he started working with me. He goes, Dad, I want to turn pro. I said, not at 210 pounds. What the heck you going to do at 210 pounds?
Get smothered.
I go, start losing weight and then we'll talk. So then once he came down to about 175 or
Oh, that's a lot. Damn.
175, I said, okay, you know what? Give me 10 amateur fights. I'm going to put you back in the amateurs. Give me 10 amateur fights. Then I'm going to put you in the biggest tournaments, try and make the Olympics, and let's see how far you make it. So he came back. He fought his 10 fights. He won. I put him on the USA Boxing to try and make the team. We made it all the way to the Nationals.
Okay.
And he was fighting at a weight class that's not even close his weight class. He went in at 152 pounds, right? So he made it all the way to the Nationals. They robbed him up there. I'm the type of person, if you lose, you lost. I'm not going to cry about it or find an excuse. But that fight he wanted, they even announced him as a winner.
Oh.
10, 15 minutes later, we were actually ready to take off, and they called us back on the ring.
When the politics kick in?
Yeah.
And they stripped him.
Because that guy was ranked like in
he was
ranked
known.
and known,
He was known.
you know.
He was
Oh,
already
shit.
known.
Where's homeboy at today?
Fucking he went pro, but he has like a few losses. Like he, you know, and I still remember his fucking name too. I always remember him. You know,
We don't say bad words on this podcast.
No, it's a clean show, bro.
No, yeah, nah. So yeah. I mean, you know, my dad, but it was crazy because like when I wanted to come back, so like when I was in high school, like I said, I would get into street fights, you know, and I remember like there's days where I would just be mad, you know, like I would be mad for something that happened that I didn't, you know. So I would go to the gym and I'll be lifting all the time. And hey, let me spar this guy, because I'll see pros fighting. I'm like, man, this guy's, you know, like
weak.
I'll put hands on these guys, you know.
Damn.
So then my dad would like put me to spar, and I'll do good like for like 2 rounds or a round, and then I'll get tired because of all the muscle and everything. So I'll just then, like the next 2 rounds, I'll just boom, 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 you know, start beating my ass, you know. And so for like 6 months, bro, or 5 months, my dad didn't even train me like with the pads, like pay attention to me. He just left me at the bags, like left me running, hitting the bags, jump roping. He didn't even like he didn't take me serious because he, you know, I wouldn't either. I mean, you know, you know, so it was a long road, you know. So he just left me there, man. And then I proved to him, you know, and then he just got, and then he started, you know, paying attention to me, you know, a little more.
That's crazy that like you mentioned earlier, like since you were a kid, you fought, you took a break, you went through adversity, had a kid at an early age, but you just had a go in life, I think, right? Because I think life is so hard, you know. I mean, I think your dad went through the trenches for you, I think, because I'm sure he wanted to be pro and where you're at right now, probably, right? Maybe the cards weren't there for you, but you're like, you see something in him, like, man, this guy's it, you know.
It happens a lot in professional
That's
sports where like the
crazy,
guys that
bro.
are there is because their dad took it to a certain
Yeah.
level, and then they pick up from that. And you know, and the best mentor you can have lives
Your
at your
father.
house, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
bro.
Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says, dude.
Yeah.
And,
of course.
and Arnold, I know Arnold and I know Senior for, you know, a couple months now, and just the way they are, they're very humble. They're down to earth. They support the community, South Amani, El Monte, and where he goes, he brings his bat with them. You know, I know my kid. That's why I met him. You know, my little boy Alejandro took a picture with him. And like, oh, my dad. He's like, oh, he's watching all your YouTube videos. Like, dude, you inspired him.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to meet you. So he wants to go with us. I go, no, I can't go.
Yeah.
Stay home. But you know, and you're a big inspiration for a lot of kids,
Yeah, dude.
especially the Latino community, the Mexican American community.
Yeah.
People look up to you.
Yeah.
big time, bro. Especially all your friends. Everybody that hangs out with you. I'm sure they look at you like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure they hung out with you when you're a kid. Yeah, you had your naysayers, whatever, but those you cut them out, right?
Yeah.
But you hang out with the kids or the not the kids, the people that hang out with you in the long run. Those are your true friends, and just having your dad train you, and he has your back since day one. Your mom, I met your mom. I met your grandpa.
Yeah.
Your grandpa's cool as hell, man. He's cool, dude. That's just like that's a fucking story, man. That's like
man.
That's like hell yeah. That's like right here.
Yeah, and
right?
it's crazy too, because like in the time when I stopped boxing, like I think I even started like when I remember I was like in like I was 6th to like 8th grade. I was a troublemaker, bro. My dad went through it. He was that. He
took the heat.
And my grandpa, dude, my grandpa saved my life so many times, dude. Because I would get like in trouble at school for a fight, or
dude, your grandpa
my grandpa was
bro.
there, and my dad wouldn't beat my ass just because my grandpa was there. So he'd have to go outside. I would see him a lot more, mad, because he wanted to beat my ass so many times, bro. But my grandpa, luckily he was here, and because I used to get in a lot of trouble, man.
No, it's just the overall support from your brother, your family and your friends I met, and just the community. It's like, dude, you have a base, man. Especially it's like the Mexican American community, bro.
Yeah.
You're like fucking like, why not root? Like, if you don't root, like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, growing
That's
up.
awesome. I love that, man.
The same thing that we always try and push,
I love it. I got chills, bro.
Growing up, it was gangs, his grandpa, his grandma, my wife, me, uncles, everybody.
Involved.
Involved and active and stuff like that. I go, at some point, we got to break this fucking cycle.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to break it.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the thing. And me, 1993, that was my last draw that I had with the law. And I said, you know what? I already have 3 kids.
Yeah.
I can't continue to be
You got to get rid of that, man.
So you get rid of that.
You got to break that generational
and then
shit, bro.
Seeing him try and go the same when he was like 13, 14, try and go that route, I said, no, it's not going to happen.
And then you don't want to blame yourself for that
That's
shit.
good.
At
dude.
some point, you got to try and submit.
I could just imagine you and your wife's like, oh my gosh, our kids.
And
like,
my wife,
bro.
you met my wife. She,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, dude, it's crazy
That's
because
awesome.
He's crazier than me, dog.
dude, it's
No, I
crazy
love
because
your
like
wife,
I
man.
remember, I forgot what happened, but I remember, I think I don't know, I got like arrested for something when I was a kid, and I remember my mom found out, and my dad found out that I wanted to go, a different route, so he I thought he was gonna beat the shit out of me, bro. I was like, man, I'm scared, because he used to fucking do, he used to hit me back in the days, but
Oh, yeah?
but
you got to straighten them out somewhere.
yeah, so
Hey, learn how to box sometime.
yeah, bro. So I was like, damn, and
Mr. Miyagi right here teaching you how to block hits, bro.
Wax on.
That's why my chin holds up, man. But nah, man. He had a talk with me, and I think that talk hit me more than
the hits.
Than it hit me. So after that once I got to high school, I calmed down as far as like trying to be something that I wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna get me nowhere. So I stopped that and I just joined sports, man, football. And I stopped boxing just because I got burned out, man. You think about it, I just started when I was 5.5 years old.
Yeah.
So it was, and then
8
you're
years
talking
of
about
boxing,
you're talking about a
yeah.
little kid, man, that I'm a kid and I'm dieting, have to eat fish, and I
wow.
remember when I was a kid, at one point I even ate a laxative, bro, try to lose some weight, like, so I mean, you
Kind of robs you of your childhood a little bit.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, a lot.
It's like that's the whole thing about a lot of people that want to push their kids to do certain shit, but it's like you're trying to turn this dude into a professional in his infancy almost, bro. They got to be kids too. They got to go play cards, jump in the pool, get on the trampoline, bro. It's not always start working from the point that you're 5 on.
Oh, yeah.
And as a trainer, that's when you realize, I realized that at 13, he didn't want to do it no more. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? Why don't you just stay home? Stay home, do what you love
play
to
with
do.
Beltran.
Yeah, except for the streets. I said, do whatever you got to do to stay home. And it's funny because right now I got a 15-year-old, right?
It's just, I told my dad, you lost all respect in this house. I pushed him,
right?
right? You're punking him now.
Because he goes, hey,
damn.
Dad, he goes, because I started taking him to the gym, right? He could be good, but he doesn't like it at all.
A little lefty too.
So I was taking him. I said, nah. I said, you don't play football, you don't play baseball, you don't do any sport. So you're going to start going to the gym. So I started taking him. The following week, he comes and he goes, hey, Dad, he goes, I'm not going to go Monday. Started Monday. He goes, I'm not going to go.
He's like, I will not be going to the gym anymore.
I will not be going to the gym.
And I'm like, oh yeah, boss, okay.
Oh,
You know?
okay, boss. So he goes, oh no, because now I'm gonna go to the gym, Planet Fitness. He goes, they let the kids work out for free.
Yeah, they're handing out free memberships,
That's so
bro. for the
cool.
kids.
Oh,
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's
He's
like
all-
my
dope.
nephew.
I'm gonna be a
then.
damn
Let's go.
promoter.
Yeah,
So he
bro.
goes,
That's fucking
I'm
dope.
not going no more. I said, all right. And then he comes back, right? I come back from the gym and I tell him, hey, I better not catch you going anywhere with your friends or anywhere because your brother's going to be fighting in a couple weeks. I don't want you to bring COVID or anything. He goes, why you're mad? Because I don't go to the gym or what?
Bro, but first he gave my dad one of these.
He
Like
goes,
that, like yeah,
Oh, yeah?
right.
Oh,
And I was like,
That's
hey,
a
and
kid
I was
nowadays,
like, then I was
man.
like this. I was like, oh shit, my dad's gonna hit him. He's gonna smack him because me, I would have pop already, you know, like. And my mom goes, what the fuck? You're not gonna do shit like if it was your other son back in the day. You would have beat his ass already.
So you got soft. You got soft on your
bro.
kids,
And then
huh?
so and then after the gym, I walked by my dad and I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I forgot what I told him. I was like, hey, you have
Oh,
no more
pussy.
respect in this house. And I
Times
pushed
have changed, bro.
The younger ones have more balls and get away with more stuff, bro.
Times have
That's the
changed,
thing.
bro.
No, hey, they can report you now.
Yeah, they'll film it, put on TikTok. That's because I tell you, so like when I have kids, I'm gonna train them to be like pro skaters, bro. Again, like
Yeah, bro.
That's what my son does.
He's a skater.
He goes,
man.
isn't it skating a sport? I said, I don't think so.
He's a skater,
bro,
bro.
there's some like dude like you'll see some young kids at the Olympics and they're fucking good as fuck because like their parents fucking were out when they were like 1 year old.
They take them.
Yeah, dude, like they're like 10 years old Olympians right now, bro. It's insane.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah, dude, I know some little kid too. I met him through my barber. His name's Steven, I believe. Dude, really good at skating, and he has all these endorsements, bro. But like blind, and all
Yeah.
this shit. He's a kid, bro, and he's. fucking
I'm
doing
trying to do
it.
that with my kids.
His
man.
following's crazy.
Wow.
His following's crazy on Instagram, you know.
It's crazy.
So it's pretty. I mean, you know, as long as if you can make some money, bro, why not? You know.
yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Like,
Hell yeah.
kids nowadays, man.
They're
It's
fucking
crazy, dude.
Fuck the kids. Where the Tecate girls at?
Yeah,
that's
or
all,
why
no.
people say Tecate girls, bro.
Tecate.
He might get in trouble with the top rank girls.
Top rank.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's top rank girls, no? Yeah,
Top ramen girls?
Top ramen girls.
Unas chinitas, bro.
Where's the Tapatio girls at?
So when do you? Well, I know the big fight next week, July 15th, Pachanga Casino Resort. Dude, I can't wait, man. But let me ask you, when do you weigh in? The day of?
Thursday.
Day
So
before
Thursday.
before, yeah.
So day of the fight.
The day before the fight.
Day
yeah.
before.
Oh, that's crazy. And I guess it's out there, right? It's
Yeah.
not local here.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Weigh-ins are out there. Yeah, you got, you weigh in and then you got 24 hours to rehydrate and
Damn, dude.
Did anybody like any boxers like retired boxers bitch about that rule or no? Or that's just something that just fucking
back in the day they used to do the same day weigh-ins. Like
Oh,
back in the
same.
day, they used to be like,
Oh,
all right, you're
shit.
gonna weigh in at 4, and then you're gonna fight like at 8. You know,
Oh, but
now
that'll
they
get
give
'em.
now that it started getting dangerous because you're dropping weight. You know, because no boxer walks around the weight they fight. You know, you always try to get to the lowest weight possible to have the advantage. You know, so we sacrificed. In the last week, we eat less and. And then depending on the fighter, but you drink less water and and you're dry, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn,
So yeah, bro.
dude.
So it's
You don't want to
crazy.
get any water weight in there.
Do you
Yeah.
do people just like drink a lot of like Ensures but like the day before like to get nutrients?
So in order to make the weight, you got to dry out. So the day before,
Like a beef jerky,
yeah,
bro.
the day before the weigh-ins, you don't drink no more water, or the day before the weigh-ins, and then or a little bit, but a little bit, bro. And you're like skinny, and then like the next day, right after the weigh-ins, that's when you start rehydrating. You start drinking your waters, your Pedialyte, your coconut water, whatever you drink to rehydrate. And then you go eat. And then that's when you go to we usually eat pasta. Most of the fighters do, eat
For
pasta.
carb?
Yeah, carb up, So
Yeah.
then, and then you get the next morning and eat your breakfast, whatever. But so like, there's a lot of fighters that because you're gonna gain weight, right? So let's say I fight at 140, I usually gain like 10 to like 11 pounds for the fight, So
Oh,
so
shit.
Yeah, so the next day I'll be
Whoa.
like 151, 152.
Wow.
But I've seen people. I had a buddy who would gain, like he would fight at 135, and he the next day, bro. You're talking about the next day, right? Like the fight, he would weigh like almost 160, bro. He'd be like
what the
158.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, because people dehydrate so much and they starve themselves so much, bro. When they finally get to
Yeah.
eat some food, bro, they just blow up,
Just swell up, bro.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
freaking crazy. That's how you know, like, when someone struggle to make weight because they'll go up like 15, 20 pounds,
pounds.
And in us, we're going up like, 10, max 12.
Take that fool to a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking crazy.
Fucking Joy Chestnut. He just won too. Fucking won.
Yeah, these pictures all around, dude, on the internet. Yeah,
I never heard of him.
you need salchichas, bro.
15 years, I think.
Yeah, bro.
Champ, bro.
Can you guys train us to be like? I mean, I don't want to buy. I'll get my ass kicked. I'll get my ass kicked, but I want like
Who's bullying you, bro?
No, I don't want to buy. I just want like that training resume, you know?
Yeah.
You want abs, huh?
I want abs, bro. I had abs once in 2014, and I'm so lazy, dude. I go to Planet Fitness, and I'll go like once every 3 weeks, you know.
And
like,
then it just goes and probably lays down underneath the weights.
yeah, dude. And I go on my phone, bro. I'm late, dude. I just want to get like a good 2 months of training, you know.
Yeah,
but no,
dude.
but I don't want to get hit. I'm scared. I don't want to get
Head trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the gym, man. We have the gym fundamentals in Bell Gardens, man. You're more than welcome.
Bell Gardens?
Anybody, yeah.
So because I'll go to the skate park right there in South del Monte. There's a gym right there, a boxing gym right
that's
there.
that's where we grew up in that gym. South Armani, at the community center.
Yeah. So I go skate there like twice a week, you know, and it's nice. Nobody goes there because everybody goes to the new skate park, and I'll see people just going in there boxing. I'm like, damn, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah. That's the gym that my dad trained kids there for like how long? 18 years. 18 years.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
we
Wow,
grew
that's
up
cool.
down the street from there. We grew up on down Rush and Stroger, so like right there.
Oh, cool. Hell
Yeah, so
dude.
I would. My sister was a boxer too. So
No way.
Yeah, so she was
Oh,
actually
wow.
pretty good too. She
For a long time.
Yeah, we would run to the gym
You
together.
throwing blows in that house, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So
That's-
we grew up right there. That's home, you know.
Everybody boxed except for my wife. Mama didn't raise no fool. I wasn't gonna teach her.
Oh, dude, yeah.
She's fucking gangster, man. She's crazy.
You don't want to add skills to that gangster.
Damn, she'll tell you how it is, man.
Dude, your mom looks
Crazy.
like that. Oh, I mean, she just give you that look like, man, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, she's like, man. I'm
Crazy.
telling you, and it's funny because like me and my mom were like, she's like my best friend, you know, like I tell her everything, you know, well, most of the things, you know, like I tell her a lot of things, you know, like, you know, and
Not about the Tecate girls.
nah, I can't tell her about that stuff.
Those things.
But she, you know,
Secret, bro.
she knows everything, man, and she's my best friend. So she, you know, we have that friendship, you know, and it's crazy. She'll tell me some funny shit, man. Like
That's
she'll
funny.
be like, hey, bitch, get over here. Like, what the hell? You know, like,
He
shit.
goes, punk us, bitch.
I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, whatever, dude.
She's
So,
she wants to get you ready, bro, for
yeah,
the
bro.
fight. Don't call you a bitch. Don't
Dude,
call you a
mentally
bitch.
and
dude, at the fight, man, she'll be screaming, "Get what are you don't get? Oh,
No
bitch."
way.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, oh shit.
She's probably more stressed than you are, huh?
Bro,
fight?
and I remember one fight. So there was this one fight, right? I fought this guy, and he came in heavy, right? He came in. We were fighting at 145.
I think so.
At
147,
yeah, 140,
something like
145. I think it was what catch weight 145, but he got there like at 151 or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck, like, you know? And don't think like he was fat, bro. This guy was like Canelo style muscle, bro. Like,
Yeah,
big.
definition,
Solid.
bro.
solid, bro. And then he got off, and he we haven't agreed to the fight. So if you don't make weight, you have 2 hours to lose the weight, and you got to come back. So he didn't even want, bro. He just got off, started drinking his Pedialyte and his water.
2 hours.
Yeah, and my dad was like, "What are you
Oh.
doing? Like, we haven't even agreed to the fight. Like, why are you drinking your water? Let me see. Get back on the
that. It
scale."
was Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Yeah.
So he drank his Pedialyte, bro. Like chugged it, and he went back on the scale just from the Pedialyte. He went up, I don't know,
10 pounds.
He went up like 10
Shut,
pounds.
dude, like
10
that,
pounds.
dude.
What's
Yeah,
up
bro.
with that shit, bro?
So he was like at 160 right off the bat. I'm 145 right now, bro, at that point, and he's like 160 just off that Pedialyte. Imagine with food in him, how much he went up.
What the? I don't know, dude. What the fuck?
But is that, I
Yeah,
guess,
bro.
is that an advantage for them? 'Cause
Oh,
they're
yeah.
heavy?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bro. How
It puts more like weight behind their
See-
punch.
yeah,
Oh,
bro. Just
man.
5 pounds. If you're 5 pounds, like 2 pounds heavier than somebody, it can be a difference.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's another
You would drop the
question.
5-pound weight on your foot, bro? That shit hurts.
That's another question. How about the gloves?
They're
what's
8
the-
ounces.
All of them are 8 ounces?
Well, if you're
No.
140 and down, 147.0 and down is 8 ounces, right?
8 ounces.
And anything above 147, like 147.1, it's 10s.
10 ounces.
10.
What about the all right? The boxing gloves from the swap meet? They're not real, right? Because
No.
I think they look like they were made out of fucking Pampers.
Nah, but they're real thin though, bro. Like you can like when you hit somebody, you can feel like your knuckles.
The ever chest.
Yeah.
Swami ones.
Well, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He was that dude was over like big, bro. And then that fight was the first fight that my grandma went, my dad's mom, and that was the last fight she's ever been to. She's actually this is gonna be the first fight she's gonna come to.
Oh fuck
Oh.
yeah, dude.
That was the last one because she almost had a heart attack, bro. Because
Oh.
bro, I was hitting him, and on top of him being a lefty, bro, like he wasn't feeling my punches, right? So I'll hit him,
Whoa.
and he was playing, bro. He was combing his hair in the fight, like
Oh, dude,
I
he
was
was
like, what
texting the Tecate
Bro.
girl. Okay.
I was like, what the fuck? Bro,
Like,
I'm
enough of the
tripping out.
steroids, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. And then like he like tagged me up more than I usually get hit.
Yeah.
Bro, I asked my dad. He didn't hear the last of it from my mom, bro.
Dude, at the way back.
Fuck.
My daughter, my wife.
Talk shit to you, bro?
They're to me.
To you?
What kind of trainer you are? How can you take the fight away? I wasn't gonna take the fight. It's your son that wanted, because at that time he was still working,
So I had to fight.
and he already took, and he wasn't signed with Top Rank yet.
Oh, man.
So he already took like a month and a week off. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
I didn't take the fight, he wasn't gonna get paid. I said, hey,
Oh,
this
man.
guy's too big for you. No, he goes, I already lost a month and a half. I'm not gonna get paid. And I said, this guy's way too big, you know. And he said, no, I want to take it. And that was been one of his hardest fights, cause not because the guy was just a difference in the weight. You know, it was a big guy. He was fighting like a middleweight.
But 15 pounds
I mean-
different is huge.
It's 20 pounds, yeah.
Fucking
it was just 10 pounds just off of the pita. Like, imagine with food in them, with the carved
food,
up.
it was-
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
He went up a lot, man. So
Yeah.
that was a big experience. And good thing it was only 6 rounds, bro. I was like, what round is it, man? Is it almost?
So you guys have what? Your weight's 10 rounds? No?
10 rounds. Well, the more you get up there, the more rounds. It depends on the promoter or what you guys feel when you guys are ready to up the rounds, you know. But you have to be a certain amount of fights to get to a certain amount of rounds, you know.
That's crazy how that works.
Yeah, it's only 12 rounds when it's for a title shot, you know, when it's for a belt, you know, but the majority is 10, you know, and then only if it's a title shot, it's 12. They added the extra 2.
And then they go by the judges, I guess, the points, right?
Yeah, points. It just it depends on the judge too. You know, some judges like aggressive fighters, some judges like boxers, some judges it's just different.
And the point
Yeah,
system
totally.
is if it's any shot, it's a point, no? Well, how they
I
base
don't
that?
think body shots are points, right?
Yeah, body shots are
points.
Body shots, huh?
Yeah.
And then knockouts, like if you knock a fool down, it's
And
like
it's over.
they have 10 seconds.
So, right?
Fight's over. They don't even need to go to the scorecards, because
Yeah, if you knock them out, yeah. But
if you knock 'em out.
But if you knock them down, the round would be like a 10-8.
10-8.
10-8
I see that when a boxer's going at it, they fucking kicking their ass in the corner, and they just stop the fight. The referee's like, "Oh, this guy's."
When he knows he had
He knows.
enough. He's all,
Yeah,
this
he
dude,
had
guy's
enough.
done.
let him go. He's going to
Yeah.
fold him.
And that's when the judges got to, the referees. I mean, they got a lot of the guys. They take more than what they
should take.
they should take. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So they got to stop it as soon as. But the first line of defense is the trainer. That's the first line of defense.
He needs to
Because
know when it's like the right time to
Hey,
fucking.
You know your boxer the best.
you know your
right?
boxer the best.
Yeah.
Better than the referee or whoever's there, the doctor.
And when you throw the towel, that's when fucking like you gotta show the ref like fuck
Hey,
him, I'll
that's it.
throw it like done. Get
Like
rid of
Apollo,
it.
huh? Throw in the towel.
You
Oh,
see a
man.
guy that
Throw
doesn't
in the
even have
towel.
Yeah.
a slim chance of winning. I mean, why you gonna let him continue taking?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
That or just like, end up like, with head problems later, brain problems.
No, yeah, man. Like
That's for real, bro.
yeah, dude. That's you hear about that's how accidents happen, man, and and deaths and and stuff like that.
You never had a cut me Mick moment, like cut me Mick, like cut me shit.
Oh nah,
Nothing?
they don't do that.
They don't do
No?
that. That's on movies.
Oh, it's a movie.
That's on
Oh,
movies.
man.
They get
Yeah,
the,
we're looking at Rockies.
yeah, they get the Tecate girls to rub their tits on you. Come back, wake up.
Rub me, rub me.
Scroll some leche or
Yeah. Hey, give me some horchata.
Use some chichi milk, eh?
Chichis,
You
rub
back up, bro.
Tastes like carnation milk.
Adrenaline.
Hey, you had a joke in Twitter, so the three leches girl. You had a TikTok video about a Mexican mom that has three leches.
Oh no, yeah, a
What
girl.
was the joke, bro? That's funny.
I was
bro.
doing like a dad jokes, like what do you call a girl
Oh,
with three
that-
boobs? Tres leches. Yeah.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, man.
That was
So
good, bro.
your fights next week.
Next
Next week,
man.
bro. July 15th, right?
July 15th.
Live from Temecula, California. Pachanga Resort and Casino.
Woo! Are you guys staying there? Or are you guys driving back the same night?
Nah, we'll probably stay there.
Yeah.
Depending,
Gamble.
Play some
Yeah.
golf, bro.
yeah, right.
Next day, play some golf.
Yeah.
And you are sponsored by Active Collision.
Yes, sir.
We crash. We
Right
crash them.
You crash them, we fix them.
That's right.
You crash
But
and we.
I
fix
noticed that
them.
you started the new line. You have the
Yeah.
hustle and dedication.
Yeah, HD. Yeah, we just,
Hell yeah. Tell me about
we
that,
just,
man.
Nah, we just, I partnered up with another sponsor of mine, and he, wanted to do a clothing brand. I always wanted to do a clothing brand as well, you know, and I just felt like hustle and dedication, you know, fits everything. You know what I mean? Like it fits, you know, you can wear it to go out, you can just, you know, wear it to train. It could be a lot of different things. You know?
Hell yeah, dude.
So we just, you know, we decided to just come up with it, man, and we're just barely starting, you know, and we're waiting for the Active Collision clothing line, man.
That's it, bro.
Here, bro.
You know, for the training gear, man.
Hey, bro,
So,
Active Collision apparel coming soon.
Hell yeah, dude.
2023.
yeah, we talked about that, so that's gonna be big, man.
Dude,
that's gonna be big. So.
That's fuck. I'm getting chills talking about it. But Active Collision, it's gonna happen soon. The merch is gonna come out very soon. That with the Sound Ready Bros merch.
Sound Ready Bros right here.
The active, there it is, bro.
La gorra,
Yes.
the cap right here. Look at that. That's fresh right there. And then we got the beanie right here.
Damn.
When it gets a little cold in here.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some more coming in soon.
If you have AC, you need a beanie. If you don't have AC, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but the Active Collision,
Have a swamp cooler, eh?
the Active Collision wear is gonna be coming very soon. 2023. You know, our naming rights soon. They're coming in. They just got approved. Actually, just got an email today. You got approved. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But Active Collision, you crash it, we fix them. July 15th, man. It's a big day next week. Arnold Barboza Jr., 26-0.
It'll be a big collision.
It's gonna be a big.
Hell yeah, bro. Good luck, bro.
It's gonna be a big
You got
Active
this,
Collision,
dude.
bro.
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna happen, man. We're all rooting for you. Soho.
Hell yeah.
And Monte's rooting for you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The Hispanic community's rooting for you guys. And man, you guys are just doing something special.
Inspiring, bro.
Yeah, man. Trying, man. I mean, just, you
That's
know,
special, man.
It feels good, you know. It feels good. You know, I really felt, you know, the love, you know, from the city, especially, you know.
Yeah, Danielito Zorilla, he's up there too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's undefeated, so he wants this fight bad too.
Oh, man.
And I'm sure you guys have the game plan to whoop this guy's ass. And man, that just again, I get just goosebumps talking about it, man. I'm just so proud of you guys.
Thank
that
you,
you're-
man.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Leo's like, let me hit it once, eh?
Yeah, what is that? Let me
You're
Memories from kindergarten, eh?
drop.
Fonzie jacket. No, but your dad's so dedicated. You're dedicated, and you're gonna be focused, and you're gonna do it for your family.
Oh, of course,
You know,
man.
family and
That's what
friends. And man, I'm just so excited, man. I can't wait for July 15th. Buy your tickets. Ticketmaster. There's just some tickets left, right?
Yeah, there should be some left. If you want to go on the link, there's a link in my bio on my Instagram.
Yeah, if you don't get them,
so-
you get
And what's your Instagram handle?
Arnold_Barboza_Jr.
Yeah, so
Hell yeah, dude.
buy a ticket before you get the nosebleeds. You know, you don't want to get the nosebleeds out on top, but if you do
You don't
that,
want to
we'll
get the
be there.
nosebleeds like the other fighter.
You got beat up by your seats.
But can't wait, man. Again, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing it. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
are
bro.
Doing it for the community, and I love that, man. So good luck, man, on Friday,
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure,
Thank you,
man.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for coming down, dude. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
out. This
thank
was
you
so
guys
much
for having us,
fun,
man.
dude.
Thank you
That was
guys
so
for
much.
having us, man.
That was so much fun, man.
Thank you guys for having us,
Arnold
man.
Barboza Jr., WBO international champion.
Yes, sir.
We're like church right here, huh? Dele la paz.
Right? And there's always that old creepy guy from like 3 rows down jumping over it.
No feeling in his handshake.
It was in a basket with the money, bro.
July 15th, dog.
15, homie, let's
Don't
do
miss
it.
that.
Yeah, man.
July
Get it.
15, let's go.
You guys later.
Estan Ready Bros Podcast.